Hi, my name is Lindsay, and my son was physically abused by his kindergarten teacher in the fall of 2018. And after our son was abused, we learned that our son was not this abuser's only victim, and that she had been abusing children for a long time, and that there are many victims and their families here in our community who have been survivors of her abuse. And so today I just want to make this video to try to reach out to those families once again and to give a little bit of an update also. I just want to start off by saying a little bit about what we have been through. You know, I can't even begin to describe the suffering that our family has gone through. The suffering that our son has gone through, and that's part of the reason why I'm making these videos, because I want to prevent this from happening to anybody else's children and anybody else's family. It's completely, it's just horrific, and if I can do anything to protect this community and the children in it and their families, that's what I'm going to do. And so, you know, there have been a lot of highs and lows throughout this whole painful experience. One of the highs is that I've been able to connect with multiple other families whose children have also been abused. So now, you don't feel so alone in this. But for a while there, it was just very isolating and, just excruciatingly painful to watch our son go through everything that he had to go through because of this abuse. And so I just wanted to talk about that a little bit because, I feel like I have an understanding that this is a shared suffering. I'm not the only family. Our family is not the only family in our community that has experienced this at the hands of this abuser. And so as I'm trying to speak to these families, I just, this is shared pain and shared suffering here in our county and in our community through these various victims and their families. And I just want to point that out. As a community, it's just really important to rally behind these survivors and support them in reporting that child abuse. And I just wanted to speak to those points to my community, and, to the survivors, the victims and their families. I just want to say you're not alone. And I've been able to connect with multiple other victims and their families, and we're waiting to connect with you. And as much as I have tried to do independently to hold this abuser accountable, I have come to find that without your help, we won't be successful. And so I am literally begging you to please go to the Kittitas County Sheriff's Department or call them and report your child's abuse. I don't know. There's somebody down there who is receptive and who wants to hear about what your children, how they suffered at the hands of this abuser. And, we are all part of a community here, and we have a community to protect. And the more kids that are exposed to this abuser, the higher chance there is of another child being targeted and abused. And I, for one, just don't want to see that happen again to another family in our community. So I'm literally begging you, please just go contact the sheriff's department. There's somebody down there who is receptive and who wants to hear the sufferings that your child had to go through at the hands of this abuser. And I just wanted to also say that I would really like to be able to connect with all of you families. So please contact me. I encourage you to contact me, because the only way that we're going to be successful to end this cycle of abuse, which is my goal, which is what we need to do as a community. We need to rid this community of this abuser, and we need to prevent this cycle of abuse from continuing on in our community. And the only way that we're going to be able to accomplish that is if we work together. And there are things that we can do. If you look at examples in the news, for instance, like the gymnasts who came together and they were able to successfully prosecute Larry Nassar, or even in our own state, in Washington State and another county, there were parents who were able to come together to oust an abuser in their school. And they did so working together. I think they wrote letters to their school board, but there's all kinds of things that you can do. But the power lies in us coming together. And so please, if you just can take anything from my message today, please, you can send a letter to the Kittitas County Sheriff's Department. You can call them up and report over the phone, but there is somebody there who is receptive to hearing your complaints about this abuser. And I just beg of you to please send your report of the abuse that your child suffered at the hands of this abuser in one of our school districts here in Kittitas County, to the KCSO, please. And I encourage you to contact me so that you can join with me and this other group of parents so that we can work together to end this cycle of abuse in our county. Thank you.